friends. It is Friday night. Sorry, I'm starting so late for those of you on the East Coast. We, I don't really have a good excuse. We just couldn't get together today. It's been really windy up here, and the wind kind of puts a sort of the pressure on you that's it's hard to describe, but it just keeps everything like you just feel you could feel the tension. Anyway, okay, so much in my opinion is going on. I really think this is go time. I think it is the storm is upon us. It's the hey hey Ian Bell. The thumbnail I put up today was that the first wave will be fast and furious. That everything is just like it's just it. So many things are happening at once. Go silver. Yes, silver is the big story right now. Silver is going to the moon, and it's destroying the banks. It's going to destroy the Fed as well. The Fed is printing money to help save these banks from ruin, but I don't think it's really going to do much. Leaving the Matrix, yeah. I'm getting I on YouTube. I'm getting copyright strikes against myself. They're saying like you can't play that song. I'm like, well, I wrote the song. It's my song. Yeah, but yeah, so it's just such a weird world. I can't wait till that aspect of remember collector to hit the like button. Yeah, thanks, Wade. Hi from New York City. Hey, Brad, Ireland. Brad, Ireland. Nice. Good night from Trinidad. Wow, Trini from the Netherlands. So nice. My opinion is gold and silver have to revalue the world economy. Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's definitely a part of this picture. It's part of the strategy. This has been predicted for many, many years that this would happen because there's so many paper contracts that all the banks have paper contracts, meaning they promised a paper contract and they kept selling paper silver. So they're selling the idea of silver without actually holding silver, and people are calling it in now. They want their silver, and the banks and the I think J.P. Morgan was in on this, but they may have flipped. It's interesting. Cooksville, Tennessee. Cooksville, wow. Is Cooksville near Nashville? I know Clarksville is. I don't know where Cooksville is. I'm sure I've been there though. I've spent a lot of time in Tennessee. I love that place. Always a disclaimer: I am not a doctor. Right? I'm not a doctor. I'm not a financial advisor. Uh, and if I was, you definitely shouldn't be listening to me. I mean, these guys are kooks. Yeah. So thanks, Wade. Yeah, everything is happening at once. So as silver goes up, remember the banksters all have shorted silver, meaning they put bets, huge amounts of money betting on that silver will go down. And now it's going up. They play all these tricks against the people, but it's backfiring on them now. Hi, Tennessee. Yeah. As far as your music song can help you, as far as your music song can help you, 60 miles east of Nashville. East of Nashville. Interesting. I must have gone through there a million times on my way to Chattanooga, uh, Cooksville. Yeah. There isn't there. There's some kind of a national park there. Is the Three Rivers Park near there? Perhaps Cooksville might be near Kitchenville, right? No, but yeah, Tennessee is a beautiful state, and the people are just so radiantly beautiful. It's really a wonder to get to spend time in there after being in New York for many years. I fled to Tennessee twice in my life to get away from New York. Both times it was outrageous good time. Wonderful time, a lot of learning, a lot of exploration. It's kind of a place where you can really let go, and people aren't so critical of your activities. But Cookeville, Tennessee, nice. Hey, Sandra. Cookeville might be near Kitchener, right? Okay, so yeah, the silver thing is going down. The bank the Fed is printing 17 billion. Is it 17 billion? I think it is 17 billion. $17 billion. I mean, that's got to be a calm, right? $17 billion to help out the bankers, to help them pay off. They all had to go to the repo option, which means they basically had to sell whatever they had. It's not, the banks are not in a good way. Will they go down within the week? I still, people are saying that it's still kind of, it's an evolving situation. I think they've already been down. The banks are hooped. Silver closed at $79. JP Morgan is at least 35% short on the contracts that expire on January 1st. There is no more silver to be had. The vaults are empty. Woohoo. Yeah. Hey, Chad. And Alberta's going to be part of America soon, I think. Fantastic dinner and conversations. Yeah, much love to everyone this evening. Yeah, again, sorry that I'm so late. I'm in wonder and surprised and glad that everyone is able to get here. I didn't check my numbers from last night. I don't know if I'm still being shadow banned. It looks like I am, but it doesn't really matter anymore. I just, it's just what I do. So, but so silver is destroying the Fed and the banks. Gold will also destroy the Fed. That's what Q has been saying for many years. Dave on X22 has been talking about that as well. Educating your friends, yeah. 51st state, right, Chad? It's going to be nice, man. Maybe you'll swing down. You'll be able to swing across the border, no problem. Come visit me. Yeah, it's pretty much straight down, isn't it, to Arizona? It's not. I don't think. I think it's a straight line. What?
Yeah, 1.7 thousand.
What?
But
Last night?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So,
17.
what do you think? I'm not being shadow banned, but my number by
No, it's probably the White Hats.
probably the White House fighting back. Yeah,
1.7.
whatever. Who knows? It's just it's not something to concern myself with. I'm we're going fishing. Yeah, yeah. I haven't been fishing in a long time. I don't know if there's much fishing to be had here. I do see people fishing, but there's there's not much. At least, well, there is like Lake Mead and the Colorado River and stuff. Straight south, right? It's straight south, man. New Zealand estate soon. New Zealand, yeah. I think they did talk about that. Australia and New Zealand were going to be part of America. Silver will be 500, right? But hey, Kelly Rose, do not throw out your XRP in the meantime, because I just want to show you this, because like I'm feeling, I was feeling, I'm in the process of releasing this feeling that I sold my silver too soon, because I sold it for land and I have a well now, and but emotionally I'm enough of a newbie to the idea of investing that I'm still, at each stage there's a little bit of a pull on your heartstrings. Like when I got scammed out of some XRP, and then this thing with silver. But I'm coming to appreciate the fact that I traded my silver for land, and it's not a bad thing. And I got to tell you, having a well with the most delicious water that I've ever tasted. It's just because it's our water, we just love it. It's such a treat. I wanted to show you. I didn't get to upload it, but I wanted to show you Daniela's new tub. Her tub. Should I upload that? Could you upload it for me? You don't know how. Okay, I'll have it for tomorrow. But anyway, the water hole, right? Yeah, 800 feet, man. I mean, it's deep, and the water is just it's tasteless. It's really delicious. I mean, it's just like I like it. The ratio will be 10-1, right? How's the silver doing? Right. So the silver thing is definitely a happening thing, and there's a supply squeeze. All the industries need it, and there's just not enough silver. The miners cannot produce enough silver. I've also been, for me personally, I'm thinking it would be better to invest in prospecting equipment than running around selling some of my cryptos to trade for silver. I've decided just to let it go. If you can, copper is also not easy to get anymore as well. So if you can still get copper, I think that's really good. Antimony for is used on firing pins and guns. It's a necessary component for firearms. But the whole idea, really, it seems to me, is that things of real value, that the bizarro world, the world of fakery and paper contracts, this kind of thing of the banks shorting silver, all this nonsense. Uh, it's over for them, and they're also saying that the stock market will be moved to Texas soon. Everything is going to be tokenized on the ISO 222 coins. So if you haven't bought any ISO 222 coins, I've been saying for the last couple of weeks, buy copper, but I don't know how much longer you're going to be able to really buy copper in that form. Copper will probably go way up, probably copper pipes as well. The whole economy is about to really get turned on its head as the Fed prints money. The money will be less and less valuable. So if you're sitting on a lot of cash, you should probably think about investing it in something more solid, something more tangible. Silver is still a good investment, in my opinion. Copper is a great investment, but so are the ISO 222 coins. Holding onto myself pennies. Yeah, I have pennies as well. Silver will break the Fed. Yeah, silver and gold. My house will have outside tub for relaxing. Nice. Yeah, I want to show you our tub. I really do. It's an amazing tub. It's really almost too big for our little cabin, but our little house. The global production of silver is about 820 ounces. The global demand is over a billion. Silver is about to go to the moon. Yeah, th- absolutely, Chad. I think so. Chadwick, sorry. Chadwick and I, by the way, we've been friends for like 8 years or something since my first channel. Chadwick is lives up in Alberta, Canada, and we've been just through the years we've been friends, and we check in with each other about once a year, and he's just an amazing guy. So yeah. Okay, so I want to show you because 800 compared to over a billion in demand. Yeah, so silver is definitely going to the moon, and if you can get a hold of a little bit of it now, that's also a really good thing. I think copper is also going to be a very good investment. I ordered some more copper and a little bit of silver, and they haven't even sent it out yet. It's just everything is backed up. Is it possible to earn interest on silver? I think there probably is a way. I think listen. Well, one thing is you can tokenize it. You can put it on the blockchain. I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say, but I think we're in for a reversal of fortune. That a lot of people are going to be very rich from silver, and but the next wave, not to diminish this victory, and also things are happening in a grand way. Venezuela is being, I think they bombed Venezuela. Nigeria was, these anti-Christian ISIS people were bombed on Christmas. A kindred spirit, yeah. Is it possible? Yeah, good evening. It probably will be 200 million ounces, right? So um yeah, we have a lot. Chad and I have a lot in common, and it's not been easy in the last couple of years to. So it's nice to have a friend who can kind of understand where you're holding. Copper went up a bunch today too. Interesting. Silver will break the Fed, right? My house will have an outside tub for relaxing. Ian, where again do you live? I forgot where you live, but Yeah, we have a tub. It's going to be inside. Would we want an outside tub here? I don't know. I don't know how it's so dry here that it would probably evaporate instantly, or the cows would be all over the place, man. I mean, we do have wild cows nearby, and they would probably they would probably love to come and hang with us. Actually, they're a little skittish. They're a little frightened, but we like them anyway. We moo with them constantly. I want to show you this to just for those of you like me who don't really have any significant silver anymore. And I have land now, so I'm working on myself to really be really happy because you can't live on a piece of silver, but with the silver that I had, I could probably build. But it doesn't matter. Everything unfolds in the way that is good for you, and that so I'm coming to really like let go of this idea that I should have held on to my silver. There was no way I could hold on to my silver. I needed the money desperately. I was lucky that I had it to sell, and because I wouldn't have trucks, I wouldn't have a trailer, none of that stuff, and I wouldn't have paid a significant portion of my mortgage as well if I didn't have silver and gold. Okay, so let me show you this drop. Let's go to here. Right. Okay. Look at this. This I think is very interesting. Let's see if I can. Okay. So this is, they're saying silver had this they call this consolidation, right? I wonder if I can do this because I'm going to show one thing. Let me see if I can do this. Right. So silver had this consolidating period where it was between like 19,000 and 24,000. It was at this place for a long time, from 2023 to almost halfway through to 2024. For like a year, it hit this bottom, this inflection point, and then this is called consolidation. It consolidated, stayed at one basic level for about a year and a half, let's say. And then it started to go up. And then it went through the roof. Same thing with gold. It hit this inflection point, a low point, and then it consolidated for about a year. Now, the last one, I don't know if I can move. Let's see if I can move this. No. Um, okay, I'm going to go back. Let me go back. I'll show you this in a bigger picture. Let's see. Stop sharing. Okay, well, let's try this in a big way. Okay, so XRP has also hit the same inflection point, like a low point, and then it very well may consolidate just like silver and gold did. Let's see, silver's here, silver consolidated, then it consolidated again up here, and then it took off to the moon. And so too gold consolidated a little less before taking off to the moon. But I think they're saying that XRP hit this point and now it is destined for uh, going up in a big way. So I think that's important to understand, to do, hold on to your XRP, hold on to your ISO 222 coins. This is not the time to sell it, and it's also not the time to give up. They're also saying that there was, let's see if I can find that post, that there are these gosh, I'm going to forget the name, but these they have these funds where you can buy a share in the fund, and the traders kind of take care of it. Apparently, ETFs, right? The ETFs. Apparently, the Bitcoin and the Ethereum ETFs, the people have been selling their ETFs and buying XRP ETFs. So there's a lot going on, but the market is being manipulated by the same forces that manipulated silver and gold. Only they won't be able to control it much longer. It's going, in my opinion, it will also go to the moon. So if it's very low now. If you can invest in some ISO 222 coins, my opinion is that you won't be sorry in the long run. But at the very least, hold on to what you have. So will be the end of JP Morgan Chase. Yes, I agree. XRP will take off in big moves just like silver is now at some point. ETFs, right? These ETFs, which are like, you buy, like they have them. I think they have them in the silver market too. You can buy shares in, like, I think it's Sprout. Is it Sprout or Sprock or whatever his name is, that you can buy shares in his ETF, and they invest in various silver mines or gold mines. So you can kind of like have experts manage it for you. So that might be a good thing. I personally don't like ETFs. I I like to be kind of on the edge. I like to gamble bigly on things that are underpriced, like copper, like silver was, and XRP and XLM have been. So those, in my mind, are the things to really look for. Also, DJT, man, he's going, combined with this fusion company. I don't know. I didn't follow the market today, but it has been trading at a very low level. So I think that's a really good investment. I'm buying a little bit of that as well. But we're definitely in for the end of the Fed. I mean, well, Trump will be replacing the chairman. It will be. This is the end of the world as we know it. Things are of value will now have value, but things of deception, like Venezuela apparently stole a lot of the oil proceeds from the big oil companies that were there when this revolution took place. So President Trump is not doing something, out of completely out of order in taking those tankers to keep them from this kind of uh, backroom money grabbing with China and all these people working together, Venezuela, China. But remember, at the end of the day, the enemy is not China, it's not the Chinese, it's certainly not the Russians, it is the deep state. This is a transnational criminal organization, and it's a mistake, in my opinion, to think of any country being our enemy. It's not the country. Even Iran. Iran has been run by these creepazoid deep stater masquerading as religious zealots. They will take on. They are not afraid to camouflage themselves and shapeshift into different forms if it produces the outcome that they want, which is to steal the children, get adrenochrome, and have people kill each other over stupid stuff like borders and that this country and that country, and religion is a big spark event to thin out the population, as well as medical treatments. But President Trump is just doing a brilliant job of taking everything down step by step. He took out big pharma, in my opinion. Now he's working on the insurance companies. He also said that the Epstein list is, let them be embarrassed. The Epstein list apparently is out. He says the Department of Justice should not be focusing on the Epstein list. They should be focusing on the stolen election of 2020, which is, it, because we've been focused on this for so many years, it doesn't seem like that big a deal, but it's huge. A few maybe 6 months ago, we were like, what about 2020? There was just, and that's why I feel different about reporting on news now than I did a couple of weeks ago. Because a couple of weeks ago and back, it was all hearsay. It was like, well, this one says this and this one, and the election, and the Brunson case and all this, but there was no there was no clarity, there was no immediacy, there was no kinetic news, on the ground news. Now that's all changed. Now the news is the news. We've gone into another phase. We've gone from they're saying the setup of 2025 into the action phase of 2026. Don't sleep on copper. Yeah, if you can still get it. I mean, like I said, they're slowing down my copper. I'm tempted to go. I'm tempted to make some last minute moves, but at the end of the day, it's really good if you have ISO 222 coins. I mean, I made the choice. I could have sold my my crypto, but I decided to sell the silver, and I don't feel sorry because I think crypto has a tremendous upside. I'm talking about the ISO 200, XRP, XLM, H bar, and the like, that they could go up, you know, into so could silver, but I think the upside of XRP is going to be amazing. I really do. Okay, so let's go to more. Hey, KL, I can't see that. KLS. Hey, Starfire. Todd Alexander is possible. Yeah, I don't know about the interest. Chad, Ian Bell, New Zealand. Yeah. Oh, so you're in like the most beautiful place in the world. New Zealand will be the end of the J.P. Morgan Chase. Yeah. I think it's going to be moves like silver at some point. I don't know when that's going to happen. They're talking about the sort of Clarity Act that could be the trigger, but we've been waiting for it to go off for a long. I have been for many years, and it's just when it goes, it goes. But yeah, do your best to invest now. Let me just go to a couple of more news stories. I'm going to go. Let's go a little bit more to my feed, and let me just see a few little things here that really caught my eye. This guy's brilliant, man. If you really want to see the whole thing let me just play a bit of the ending of this clip because it's so powerful.
Rates higher than futures. Backwardation. We are already seeing backwardation in the near months. When you see the spot price rip away from the futures price, when you see dealers charging $10, $15, $20 over spot, that is the real price. The screen price is a lie. The street price is the truth. Follow the truth. Third, and most importantly, prepare for the unobtainium phase. We are very close to the moment where the major dealers simply run out of stock. The 12,707 delivery notices are sucking the wholesale market dry. Once the wholesalers are empty, the retail shelves go bare. The buy button will disappear. When that happens, the price will effectively become infinity for anyone who isn't already holding. You won't be able to get in. The doors will close. We are seeing early signs of this already, with delays stretching to February for certain sovereign coins.
Okay, I just wanted to play a bit of that. He's brilliant, though. Really should watch the whole clip. More dog comms, meaning it could be suicide week and the year ain't even over yet, right? Get your popcorn. We had popcorn tonight, ready for this year, New Year booms. Okay, interesting. Ready for two booms. He posted this twice on Telegram. Okay, so ready for twice. Okay, Ripple Bank. Ripple will now operate as a national trust bank in the U.S. Adoption is about to explode. Yeah. Silver squeeze, bank trouble. That's me. Okay. Gold. If gold is destined to destroy the Federal Reserve, then it'll be silver that irreversibly destroys the Western system big banks. And the present pace of escalation, that destruction will happen before the U.S. midterms next year. Not financial advice, just observations. The opening warning: be aware of sudden events. Keyword sudden. In systems theory, sudden means not linear, not gradual, not announced, a phased a phased transition. So yeah, all right, evacuate now. Dog comms have been coming in hot and heavy. I almost feel like it's going to be going on with the silver squeeze. We're going to see suicide week here soon. This is a great clip from Echo X. I think he calls himself Asian guy. Holy smokes, President Trump confirms he purposely moved the Nigerian Islamic terrorist missile strikes to Christmas Day to give them a Christmas present. How beautiful, right? Silver crosses. Boom. Here we go. This is the one I was talking about. Boom. XRP spot ETF inflows surged 11.9 million while Bitcoin and Ethereum bled. This is the signal. Bitcoin bled 175 million, Ethereum lost 52 million. The market is red, but XRP printed plus 11.93 million in spot EFT inflows on December 24th. In the sea of red, XRP is the green signal institutions are following. Okay, so that's a big deal. People are saying XRP can't go past 10,000, are missing the scale entirely. One Ripple partner moves more value in a single day than Bitcoin settles in a year. XRP was built to settle institutional volume, not retail trades. At that scale, low prices make no sense. High prices make settlement efficient. Different math, different league. They're manipulating XRP again, and the flows give it away. XRP just dumped hard in minutes, and people are asking the wrong questions. This was not panic selling. This was not retail capitulation. The answer is not on the chart, it's in the flows. Here is what actually happened. Right as liquidity thinned out, large XRP transfers started hitting exchange venues in a very short window. Same timing, same pattern, same behavior we've seen over and over again before major volatility events. This is how size moves when it wants impact. XRP does not need hours of selling to move price. It only needs a short burst of supply when order books are thin and leverage is stacked the wrong way. Coins do not get sent to exchanges for sightseeing. They get sent there to be sold, recycled, or used to manage money. I'm just going to go to the end. This what is most likely is institutional inventory management into thin liquidity, position adjustment ahead of derivative events, stop hunting to reset leverage and reload cheaper. This is how XRP has been treated for years. Push price down fast, trigger liquidations, refill quietly. Let the price recover once the damage is done. If you think these moves are random, you are not watching the right data. If you think this is an organic price discovery, you are the liquidity. In other words, you are the one selling. XRP is not weak. The market structure around it is predatory. Pay attention to the flows, not the fear. I think that's a beautiful post. Thread the needles. Any house sale in the next 12 months is exempted of 50% of applicable taxes if it is claimed as a primary residence and it is sold to somebody who claims it as a primary residence. That's interesting. XRP EFTs are absorbing supply fast, with only 1.5 billion XRP left on exchanges and 750 million absorbed in weeks. A supply shock is likely by early 2026. This aligns with the Clarity Act, forcing price discovery and enabling real institutional use. 2026 is the inflection point where XRP shifts from speculation to global liquidity infrastructure. And here's the inflection point. Okay. Reports suggest the United States may be preparing for a significant operation at MacDill Air Base in Florida. 2 E-3C AWAC aircraft and a total of 28 KC-135R aerial refueling aircraft have been observed. The base is positioned relatively close to Venezuela, adding to the strategic imports of this activity. Oh, just in, President Trump just detonated a political nuke. California Democrats didn't mismanage anything. They allegedly ripped off 76.5 billion from US taxpayers. Read that again, 76.5 billion. This isn't sloppiness, it's systematic theft on an industrial scale. Breaking. President Trump to the DOJ. Release the Epstein names and start working on election fraud. The Dems are the ones who worked with Epstein, not the Republicans. Release all their names, embarrass them, and get back to helping our country. So that's a very interesting post. I think Trump and his team viewed 2025 as a prep staging year. Clean house, Doge, install appointees, secure the border, neutralize deep state threats, Iran, secure funding for ICE, U.S. military, shift public perception via ending wars, etc. Now, come January, the National Guard will have quick response troops on standby in every state. The FBI building is being moved to a new location. The war between Russia and Ukraine is coming to an end, and all of Trump's pieces will be in place. There seems to be a shift in attitude. I think we are passing into a different phase of this operation. The shadow war will eventually have to come to the surface. Okay, so new scum is in big trouble. Most people think the global currency reset is a single moment. This is a great post, and I think this is a good post to. I'm going to go back to here. A good post to think about in terms of. Maybe timing, maybe an overall picture of what's going on. We're moving into the quantum financial system. So all these things have to take place. The only banks have a chance of liquidity is if silver stackers start selling their physical silver. That's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen, I don't think. Okay, so let's go here. Let me go to this clip. I think it's quite interesting. Okay, most people don't think the global currency reset is a single moment. It isn't. What's unfolding is a controlled sequence built on access layers, timing windows, and stabilization phases. They can't just let it all loose. It's controlled demolition. The system does not flip overnight, it transitions. That's where the tier 1 to 5 structure comes in. These tiers are not about status or privilege. They describe order of operations, who stabilizes the system, who routes value, who validates assets, and who is onboarded when shock is absorbed. Tier 1 handles the core monetary plumbing. Tier 2 routes legacy capital. Tier 3 connects decades of buried and distorted asset accounting. Tier 4 secures and executes under sealed protocols. Tier 5 learns about it once it becomes public. Then there is Tier 4B, not first, not loud, not public, just prepared. The advantage was never being higher. The advantage was being calm, informed, and ready when your window opens. This isn't theory, it's sequencing. I like this. I mean, the idea of sequencing. Kash Patel just announced the FBI's infamous DC headquarters, the J. Edgar Hoover building, will officially be shutting down. And they're not building a new building. It's could Silver's explosion nearly trigger nearly $8 to $80 trigger a banking crisis this weekend? Yeah, I think so. So let me. I find the news quite interesting. I mean, it's like I said, it's more kinetic than it's been in the last couple of years. It's suddenly like this is what's happening, and it's we're at a totally different level since Christmas, since the Santa hammer, since the hammer on Santa Claus. So it was meant for this year, I believe. That's what the Q post, the Delta from yesterday. Let me also just go. Let's see. We have. It's nice to hear your voice. of reason. Been listening to you for a few years now. Thank you. How I don't know how this is the voice of reason, but the only way the banks have a I'm not I'm not sure what you mean. I guess that I don't see this as panic. I don't see this as fear. XRP army, hold on for dear life. They want us out, but we shall prevail. Yeah, I think so. Just hold on to your XRP. That's what I've done. I had a choice between selling silver or selling XRP. I chose to sell my silver, and I bought land, which is a physical commodity. So it was not a bad deal for me. It was the timing was it was just like that. But I think silver has tremendous upsides, and it's a great thing if you were able to hold on to your silver. But I think XRP is gonna like. But at the end of all this, I don't think it's really going to matter. They're also talking about the reval of the dinar, the dong, the zimbons, the Syrian currencies is going up. All these things are happening at the same time. Grand rising, yeah, under natural law, right, Leia? So yeah, just hold on to your XRP right now. Don't let it go. Okay, I want to go to the general thought stream, and then we'll talk about LifeWave for a minute. I sent out emails to anybody who's like even who has decided to use the ice wave patches. And again, if anybody wants to go into the business, just you know, email me, and I'm reaching out to people. I'm giving them my contact numbers so that whenever you're ready to join this business venture, I want to help you. We'll go online if you want to, if you feel comfortable with that. But this is something I'm really very excited about. That we live with these patches, and it's just the more I use the different patches. Now at night, I'm using Alavita and uh, and Silent Nights because I'm not a good sleeper, and it's the weather out here can be quite dramatic. So I really need to sleep, and I see I'm a little tired. Anyway, okay, so Grand Rise. So let me just go to the general one. I just want to show you the way things are coming in. Here we go. Okay, let's just look at the latest posts together. Okay, a million pages on Epstein are found. DOG is being forced to spend all its time on this Democrat-inspired hoax. When do they say no more? They work on election fraud. The Democrats are the one who worked with Epstein, not the Republicans. Release all their names, embarrass them, and get back to helping our country. The radical left doesn't want people talking about Trump and Republican success. Only a long ago dead Jeffrey Epstein, just another witch hunt. Okay, so embarrass them. Yeah. Um, Shutting down the Hoover building, big deal. Breaking news: giant U.S. laser warship revealed unlimited ammo.
With directed energy weapon systems. The United States has just announced the arrival of a giant laser warship, comparable in size to an aircraft carrier. Even more astonishing, this colossal vessel will be equipped with directed energy weapon systems, including laser cannons. This beam of light can instantly shred incoming missiles, drones, and potentially even strike high-speed targets, offering instantaneous response and a theoretically unlimited ammunition supply that traditional munitions cannot match. Imagine a massive beam of light shooting across the ocean's surface, vaporizing enemy missiles before they even get close. This isn't science fiction. It's a reality currently being planned. It symbolizes the true arrival of the laser age on the naval battlefield. Of course, this plan is not only a demonstration of military technology, but also part of a political and strategic game, and whether it will be practical in combat. The United States has just...
Okay, so that's pretty exciting. Patriotism, not globalism, is the future. Yeah, I believe that as well. Massive XRP movement. Moved into Coinbase custody through EFT transactions. So 7.8 million of XRP, right? Most spot XRP ETFs use Coinbase as custodian. So when you see these transfers on Ledger, it often means institutional and accumulation happening inside the ETF rails. All right, so that's interesting. And that was an hour ago. Yeah, okay. Breaking huge. Supreme Court gives President Trump the green light to invoke the Insurrection Act. Okay, was that? I don't. Oh, real Joe Hoft. He's a friend of mine. Okay, so that's cool. Are the games about to begin? I've been away most of the day dealing with some unforeseen issues, and the first thing I see upon return is Donald Trump getting a little spicy. I guess he wants to end 2025 with a bang. One thing is that they made Israel so powerless, so powerful as blackmail. Okay, I don't want to get into that. XRP yields built for institutions bullish. The number one yield platform just partnered with Ripple Asia. The best platform ever for XRP yield. Deposit now and earn while you hold. Interesting. That's something I want to check into. Let me get that. Okay, so another hilarious dog post, right? Belgrade sounds the alarm. Serbia is being surrounded. Serbian president has issued one of the strongest warnings yet, and it directly names the United States and Turkey as active players in a dangerous escalation as Kosovo and I can't pronounce it. According, Americans are openly and unambiguously arming Albanians in Kosovo, while Turkey is allegedly delivering heavy weapons and military equipment. His claim is blunt. This is not peacekeeping, not stabilization, not diplomacy. They want to threaten Serbia. I don't know what this is about. This is a news story by me. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna really go into that because I don't really know enough yet. CIA Manual of Trickery and Deception, the official CIA manual. Okay, the United States is not a country, it's a federal corporation. Right, it was. I mean, I think that has ended. And we will be talking about the Republic as well, XRP, the only president I want, right? So, yeah, the XRP army is out. Dangerous with coffee. Remember, you wanted this. Donald Trump is issuing federal powers to destroy organized crime. Interesting. Hard to accept the skies being sprayed with metal particulates each day. I don't know if it's the good guys or the bad guys anymore. Trump's best speech ever. The media won't show you this. Terrorists, right? Obnoxious little runt. Breaking on President Trump's orders. The U.S. military has just carried out an attack on Nigeria. We have that. Okay, so fears of ISIS target. Okay, so all this is live. Everything is happening. Everything is active. It's like one thing after another. The news is finally like there's this kind of an inflection point, if you will, of real news now. This is really so. I guess I'm going back to being more of XRP is going to be the boss. Yeah, I think so. Anyway, let me just play a short clip about our sponsor. Let's see. Yeah, let's just play this real quick.
Why are you so excited about LifeWave with having 7 other visitors?
Oh my God. I mean, the reason I'm excited about LifeWave is because I get to help so many people build a business. Like I've owned businesses, but I actually get to help people build a business from the ground up. I get to help them with their health. I can help people create a vehicle to build wealth in their life. There's like so many things I'm excited about because this technology is absolutely amazing. The testimonials that I get about this product blow me away every single day. I get text every single day. And this opportunity is so huge. Like there's no competition. All the other businesses that I have, I'm competing against so many people. But with this product, I compete against nobody. So that's why I'm so excited about this business because one, I get to help people with their health. I get to help people with their wealth. I can help people build a business from the ground up. I get to mentor and coach people every single day, and I help change lives. That's why I'm so excited about LifeWave.
First, AJ,
Um,
I think you would appreciate hearing this, is that back in 2005, I worked with Coach Richard Quick, 6-time U.S. Olympic coach at Stanford.
Okay, sorry about that. That bled in. But I think the LifeWave product is also really exciting. I'm also really excited about helping people develop their businesses and helping people reclaim their health. There is nothing like LifeWave out there. I mean, it's just a little patch you put on different points of your body. It could really be anywhere in your body, but you put the LifeWave patch on. Over time, what we learned last night, it takes 6 to 9 months, but it basically helps reverse aging. That's the intent of these patches, and it restores your DNA. It stimulates stem cell production, copper peptide production. They're just amazing patches. So if you have any health issues or you just want to stay younger longer, please reach out to Dr. Stacy. Sign up. She will sign you up in like two seconds. She's been doing this. She's signed up so many people, and she signed up me. I remember it was like, give me your credit card, blah, blah, blah. It was over. It was done. And we really appreciate you signing up with us. If you're interested in making this into a business, we will work with you personally. We'll text each other. We'll get this going. I'll take you on. We'll go online together, and you can share your website address. You can have people, sign up under you directly. I really want to create people. I want to create success for people that are trapped in maybe matrix-like jobs. So please reach out. You could sign up under my website, or you can call Dr. Stacy. Either way is fine. You could sign up under Daniela. We're gonna be doing a lifestyle show starting in like 2 weeks, where we will focus on the latest and greatest in health information. Have to pick back in the morning. Yeah, it's already late. Yeah, I'm sorry I started so late. But let me just play the tune. But yeah, reach out to Dr. Stacy. Reach out to me if you're interested in starting a business. We will work together. I'll get you online. But I'm starting this lifestyle channel in a couple of weeks, and we'll be dealing with food and really the best of the best health products to stimulate youth, everlasting, long lives, long, healthy, wealthy lives. Okay, so let me just play the tune, and we'll call it a night, because I did get a late start.
Living in the city, I was paying down my bills. One flat tire and the whole thing went to hell. Credit cards for groceries, I'm deep in debt again. It's time to split this scene, walk with you, my friend. Leaving the matrix, heading for the promised land. They stole our money, but they couldn't stop the plan. Let's go together, playing with the band. Leaving the matrix, we're heading for the promised land. Stopped paying taxes, your insurance I don't need. The medicines are killing us, hospitals grow like weeds. Move into paradise, I don't need no gassy cars. Fake news, endless wars, a satanic legal bar. Leaving the matrix, heading for the promised land. They stole our money, but they couldn't stop the plan. Let's go together, playing with the band, leaving the matrix, heading for the promised land. My friends all tell me I lost control, left my wife and job just to run down rabbit holes. But I can tell you one thing about my fall. Where we go one, we go all. Leaving the matrix, heading for the promised land. They stole our money, but they couldn't stop the plan. Let's go together, playing with the band, leaving the matrix, heading for the promised land. Leaving the matrix, we're heading for the promised land.
Yeah, I wouldn't buy the patches on eBay. You don't know what you're getting. They might be really old. If you order patches today, in a couple days you get them. There 80 countries get these patches. They're worldwide. The distribution is good. It takes a couple days to get them, but you want to make sure you get fresh patches. You don't want to get old stuff. They could be missing stuff in that. I don't know about eBay. I would buy it from LifeWave. I mean, that way you're sure that you're getting what you paid for. It's an amazing product, and we really appreciate people, uh, you know, using the patches. We invite you to share in the business idea because it's a great company to work for, and we're very excited about moving forward and starting this lifestyle channel and all this with Norman and Grant. So there's a lot coming up in the future, and if you want to start a business, I mean, we'll go online together. We can use this platform to get you sort of jumpstart your business. All right. So anyway, may the force be with you. It's happening. This is go time. This is the storm is upon us. This is real live action. So I'm becoming a news show again, I guess. Hopefully they'll stop shadow banning me on all these various platforms, but that remains to be seen. So may the force be with you. May you realize that you are the force. May source be with you. May you realize you are the source. You are Neo. You are the one. You are the only person in the history of the universe who can be you. So you want to be yourself. You don't want to be me. I don't want to be you, but you want to be the best you can be, and I want to be the best me I can be. So get excited. The economy, everything is happening. The economy's these banksters are going to be out on the streets pretty soon, I think, and the whole thing is going to the whole wealth redistribution. The RV will probably take place. XRP will go to the moon. They can't keep it down forever, and behind the scenes they are quietly accumulating. The big investors are accumulating XRP. So hold on for dear life and enjoy the ride. And let's get out there with a big smile on our face. Again, thank you for supporting us with the LifeWave patch and supporting yourself. Let's get out there with a big smile on our face and rock the